Who is God in China? A question whispered in back alleys, pondered in secret churches, debated in elite universities, and censored in state-controlled media. China, a land of over 1.4 billion people, rising as a global superpower, yet beneath its rapid economic growth lies a deeper, quieter revolution, a search for meaning, for identity, for the divine. And while the world watches China's politics and economy, few are asking, what do the Chinese people really believe about God? Today, we dive deep into the secret beliefs, ancient traditions, and surprising transformations shaping China's spiritual future. Section 1. A history buried but not forgotten. For thousands of years, China's spiritual landscape was rich, layered, and complex. Confucianism shaped its social fabric, honoring order, family, and respect. Taoism offered harmony with the natural world. Buddhism introduced inner peace and karma. And folk religion filled homes with gods of rain, fire, ancestors, and the afterlife. But beneath these traditions was something older. In ancient Chinese texts like the Shujing and Oracle Bones appears the name Shangdi, often translated as Supreme Lord. Shangdi wasn't a mere spirit or ancestral figure. He was seen as the creator, ruler of heaven and earth. In many ways, a parallel to the monotheistic God of Abraham. So when Western missionaries arrived centuries later with the Bible, they were shocked. The idea of one supreme God was not foreign to Chinese thought. Section 2. The rise of atheism. But then came a turning point. In 1949, the Chinese Communist Party took power, and with it, an official policy of atheism. Temples were destroyed, churches were shut down. Religion was branded as superstition, a tool of the past, to be eliminated in the name of progress. The Cultural Revolution in the 1960s and 70s only deepened this war on belief. Bibles were burned, priests and monks humiliated, faith went underground. For decades, the question, who is God, in China, was replaced with, is there a God at all? Yet even under pressure, even in silence, the longing for the divine didn't die, it simply went underground. Section 3. The quiet comeback. In recent decades, something unexpected began happening. As China opened up economically, spiritual hunger returned. Unofficial house churches began multiplying, meeting in apartments, basements, factories. Buddhist temples regained visitors. Taoist philosophies were quoted by young people searching for purpose. Even Christianity began growing often faster than official statistics revealed. Estimates today suggest over 100 million Christians live in China, more than the number of Communist Party members. And many are young, educated, urban. Why? Because in the middle of a fast-paced, high-pressure society, people are asking, what's the point of wealth if my soul is empty? What's success without meaning? Section 4. So, who is God to modern Chinese people? This question has no single answer, but here's what we know. For some, God is the Western Christian God, a personal creator who loves and saves. For others, God is Shangdi, reawakened from ancient texts, now reinterpreted in modern ways. Some turn to Buddhist ideas of universal truth and karma, seeking peace over power. Others still find God in Taoist balance, a spiritual force flowing through nature, beyond words. And then there's a rising group of religious nones, not atheist, but spiritual. They may light incense at a temple, quote Confucius, and also attend a Christian Bible study. In China, belief isn't either, or it's layered, paradoxical, often secret, but deeply sincere. Section 5. The government's dilemma. But belief doesn't grow in a vacuum. The Chinese government walks a fine line. It wants harmony, but fears dissent. Religious groups are allowed, but only if they register with the state and preach messages in line with socialist values. Unregistered churches and temples face crackdowns, surveillance, arrests, even demolition. Online, searches for God or Bible can be censored. Religious apps are monitored. Sermons are rewritten to align with state ideology. Still, the people continue to seek. They meet in secret, share scriptures offline, whisper prayers behind closed doors. Because when truth grips the heart, no censorship can fully erase it. Section 6. Why it matters to the world. So why should the world care? Because China's spiritual future isn't just about religion, it's about identity. When over 1 billion people wrestle with who God is, it shapes culture, law, family, ethics, and human rights. And it asks us all, in the pursuit of progress, do we lose something deeper? China's quiet spiritual revolution reminds us that the hunger for God doesn't die. It may be silenced for a season, but not forever. So who is God in China? To some, he is Shangdi, the ancient creator. To others, he is Jesus, the savior of modern house churches. To others still, he is nature, or balance, or a mystery yet unnamed. But to millions, one thing is clear: God is not gone from China. He's being rediscovered in whispers, in questions, in quiet faith under pressure. And perhaps, the real answer isn't found in words at all, but in the silent revolution of the soul. If this opened your eyes, hit like and share this story. Subscribe for more deep dives into faith, culture, and belief. Let us know in the comments, what do you think the future of belief looks like in China? This isn't just news, it's a movement. And the world is watching.